In the vast reaches of the galaxy, where the light of distant stars barely illuminated the edges of known space, a conflict was brewing that would determine the fate of an entire species. For eons, the galaxy had been the domain of countless advanced civilizations, each secure in the belief that they were the pinnacle of evolution. The humans, on the other hand, were newcomers, a fledgling species barely capable of interstellar travel. But little did the galaxy know, they harbored a trait that would leave even the mightiest empires trembling. It began with a single human man named Daniel Knox, who found himself imprisoned on the planet of Zilthan Prime. Aboard a dimly lit, cold cell made of smooth, greenish alloy, he clenched his fists, gritting his teeth as the alien interrogators loomed over him. "You will submit," the Zilthan leader hissed, its translucent blue skin glowing under the harsh lighting. Its many eyes blinked in unison, focusing on the human. The Zilthan were one of the most powerful species in the galaxy, known for their ability to manipulate minds and bend wills. "You cannot resist. Your species is weak, and your mind, so simple." Daniel's response was a burst of laughter, raw and guttural. "You think I'm weak? You've got another thing coming, squid face." The Zilthan's tentacles rippled in confusion. It was accustomed to fear and submission. The human's defiance was unexpected, but it would break him, just like it had broken countless others. The Zilthan reached out with its mind, probing into Daniel's consciousness, searching for his secrets, his fears, his weaknesses. What it found was horrifying. The darkness within. The Zilthan recoiled, its eyes widening in sheer disbelief. It had expected resistance, but what it encountered was a mental wall fortified with emotions so intense, so chaotic. They were like 1,000 suns exploding at once. Memories of human history flashed before the alien's mind. A relentless drive to survive, endless wars, revolutions, the stubborn refusal to surrender in the face of impossible odds. Humanity was fueled by something the Zilthan could scarcely comprehend, the will to fight against all reason. But the worst part? There was enjoyment. Amidst the pain and suffering of those battles, there was a twisted satisfaction, a thrill humans got from facing the impossible and triumphing over it. The Zilthan was used to instilling fear, not encountering beings who thrived on it. "What are you?" the alien choked out, withdrawing from Daniel's mind like it had touched a live wire. Daniel's grin widened. He leaned forward, his blue eyes burning with a fire the Zilthan had never seen. "Oh, you want to know what I am? I'm human, and we don't break. We don't surrender. We push back." The Zilthan tried again, throwing its full psychic force against Daniel's mind, intending to crush his spirit. But the harder it pushed, the stronger Daniel's resistance grew. He focused on memories of Earth, on every hardship humans had faced, plagues, natural disasters, genocidal wars, even the depths of personal despair. These were not weaknesses, they were fuel. "Remember," Daniel said, his voice a harsh whisper, "you started this?" With a roar that echoed through the metal walls, Daniel unleashed a surge of emotion, so powerful it shattered the Zilthan's psychic grip. The alien screamed, its tentacles thrashing as it stumbled backward, overwhelmed by a tidal wave of raw human tenacity. The turning point. The Zilthan guards rushed into the chamber, drawn by their leader's screams. But Daniel was no longer just a prisoner. He was a storm of rage and adrenaline. With his bare hands, he overpowered the nearest guard, seizing its plasma rifle and turning it on the others. His movements were swift, precise, fueled by the primal instincts honed through millennia of evolution. The Zilthan had underestimated the human capacity for violence. In their arrogance, they thought humans were just another species to subjugate. But humans didn't submit. They adapted. They overcame. They fought back with a ferocity that defied logic. Within minutes, the once impenetrable prison was a war zone. Daniel tore through the halls, taking down one Zilthan after another. The element of surprise was his greatest weapon. The aliens couldn't fathom how a lone, unarmed human could dismantle their security forces. By the time Daniel reached the hangar, The alarms were blaring throughout the complex. He commandeered one of their sleek, obsidian-colored starships, blasting off into the cold void of space. The Zilfin fleet was mobilizing, but Daniel was already weaving through their blockade, dodging plasma blasts with instinctive precision. He was not just escaping. He was making a point. The shockwave across the galaxy. Word of the humans' escape and the defeat of the Zilfin spread like wildfire across the galaxy. The other empires, the insectoid Nithrans, the crystalline Ansharii, the hive-mind Vrol, all watched in disbelief. Humans, a species they had dismissed as primitive, had just humiliated one of the most powerful psychic races in existence. The Zilfin High Council convened in secret, their vast chamber filled with unease. "If one human can do this," one of the elders said, its voice trembling. "What happens if they unite? What happens if they come for us?" The answer was clear. The Zilfin had made a grave error by underestimating humans, assuming them to be another species to conquer. Instead, they had awoken a force that could not be contained. As Daniel Knox drifted through the starlit void, a message beeped on his stolen ship's console. It was a broadcast from Earth. Humanity had received word of his daring escape. They were inspired. They were mobilizing. Daniel leaned back in his pilot's seat, a grim smile playing on his lips as he watched the stars streak past. They wanted to fight, he murmured to himself, feeling the hum of the ship's engines beneath him. Well, they're about to get one. And this time, we're bringing the whole damn species. The rise of humanity. The galaxy would soon learn the truth about humanity. It wasn't their technology, their ships, or even their numbers that made them dangerous. It was their unyielding spirit, their refusal to submit, and their ability to find strength in the darkest of moments. Across countless worlds, the message spread like wildfire. Remember, you started this, but humanity would be the ones to finish it.